HD starts now.
Hi everyone, happy Labor Day. I'm Amy Catcher. John Mercer has the night off. There was a violent thunderstorm immediately before a fatal crash involving two boats on the Hiwassee River last night. Today, investigators want to know if the two are connected. WDEF News 12's Bill Mitchell tells us no one else was hurt in the holiday weekend accident. It is our top local story.
It was about 8:30 Sunday night when the first call went out. Local officers and the Tennessee Wildlife Agency responded.
At this point in time, it appears that two vessels had a collision here in the Hiwassee, the Highway 58 bridge area of the Hiwassee River. Unfortunately, we have one deceased victim.
The two vessels were a ski boat with 5 people on board and a bass boat operated by the 65-year-old victim.
Mr. Dale Rose of Georgetown, Tennessee. The operator of the other boat was Josh Smith from Cleveland, Tennessee.
The two boats hit near an island about 200 yards from the Highway 58 bridge. Witnesses said Mr. Rose suffered extensive injuries and was dead at the scene.
There were definitely storms in the area, and as with any boat accident investigation, our investigators will explore every aspect of that accident before we make a determination of any contributing factors.
That storm come through yesterday. I've been on the river when it's come through up here, and you can't see.
Mr. Rose was a well-liked fisherman who lived less than a mile from the boat ramp.
Dale was a good guy. I mean, he was a real good guy. He'd help anybody.
The TWRA officers were busy most of the day speaking with witnesses and the victim's family. They refused to speculate on exactly how the two-boat crash occurred.
At this point in time, it appears that our one victim was the only person that received any kind of injuries. Nobody else appeared to be ejected or thrown about in any of the boats.
The two boats were taken to a secure area where they'll be closely examined as part of the investigation. In Meigs County, Bill Mitchell, WDEF News 12.
Funeral services are pending for Dale Rose. A local doctor is the latest suspect caught in an undercover sting by the Safe Child Task Force. 35-year-old Vikal Patel from Chattanooga was arrested yesterday afternoon in Rossville. The FBI says he went there to meet with a child to have sex. Turns out it was an undercover agent. Patel caught the FBI's attention on the internet. Officials say he chatted with undercover agents about his desire to have sex with the child. He's charged with attempted child molestation and violation of the Computer Pornography Act. Chattanooga police arrested a homicide suspect this weekend. His name is Langdon Strickland. Police believe he shot and killed 29-year-old Daryl Lane last month on Tunnel Boulevard. Officers found Strickland at a motel in Atlanta. He's now charged with criminal homicide. 2 cats get rescued from a house fire in Eastridge. Neighbors called 911 after seeing flames shoot out of a home on McDonald Road this afternoon. Officials responded within 2 minutes, and firefighters quickly contained the fire to the kitchen area. No one was home at the time of the fire, and the homeowner's 2 cats, Troubles and Meanness, were rescued by first responders. The cause of the fire appears to be accidental. Damage is estimated at $30,000. Tennessee State Senate candidate Andre McGarry marks Labor Day with a salute to the working men and women of America. McGarry spoke at Champy's Restaurant on ML King Boulevard this afternoon. He reminded folks about why we celebrate Labor Day. He also talked about the importance of continuing to strengthen working and middle-class families, as well as providing more opportunities for small businesses to start and succeed.
Without access and without opportunities, it's not something that immediately they think of, right? They think of going to school, working a 9 to 5, earning a living, and we take nothing away from that. That's very important. At the same time, there's opportunities that people are aware, and some people might take advantage of those opportunities if they know of them. So increasing that awareness.
McGarry's running against Republican Todd Gardenhire for State Senator Andy Burke's seat in District 10. McGarry hopes to join local delegates at the Democratic National Convention in North Carolina this week. The convention kicks off tomorrow, but the party started today with Carolina Fest. The convention host committee puts on the day-long festival. State Representative Joanne Favors, Chris Anderson, and Taylor Thomas from Hamilton County will be among 91 delegates from Tennessee at the convention. The big speeches start tomorrow with the president officially accepting the party nomination Thursday night in a 74,000-seat outdoor stadium. Back here at home, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann plans to tour the construction of the Chickamauga Lock tomorrow. The lock is currently dewatered as it undergoes maintenance. The Congressman's office tells News 12 the tour will highlight the necessity of repairing the current lock as well as the importance of constructing a new one. Faster, smarter, and stronger. Today's athletes look for any edge they can get on the competition, and baseball players and NASCAR drivers have found a new training device. It promises improved performance, but a local rehabilitation center also discovered another use for Dynavision's D2. WDEF News 12's Joe Legia reports in tonight's medical news.
Carolyn Catlett suffered a stroke 10 days ago, causing her to lose movement of her entire right side.
I went to church, then I come home, and I just had it.
She's regaining control of her right hand and arm at an incredible pace, just by pushing a button.
She's made great improvements with her range of motion, coordination, standing balance, with the way she uses her eyes to scan her environment.
Health South recently invested in the Dynavision D2 machine, the first of its kind in the Tennessee Valley. Here's how it works. A therapist programs the machine to run a timed session, generally 1 to 2 minutes. When the buttons turn red, the patient must find and press it as quickly as possible.
We're able to track their reaction times and track improvement. It keeps a log, so we can see how much they've improved over their stay here.
As patients improve, variables can be added.
You can make not only red buttons, but green buttons come on, and the patient is not supposed to hit the green buttons. They only have to hit the red ones. So kind of makes them kind of attend more to the task.
To put coordination to the test, Wells had me stand on this balance board and call out numbers that flashed across the screen while I tried to hit my targets.
I'm 55. 154.
My final score revealed a slower response time for my upper right side.
We can use it with any of our orthopedic patients that need to work on shoulder range of motion. The Parkinson's population, you can use it with them just to help increase the size of their movements, range of motion.
While she became fatigued toward the end of a 2-minute session, Catlett likes using the D2 because it pushes her.
I want to see how far they can go, but they don't go very far. So lately.
Therapists say thanks to this device and traditional rehab, Catlett and others like her will regain the ability to do things many take for granted. In Chattanooga, Joe Legia, WDEF News 12.
As for athletic training, NASCAR's Casey Kane, NBA star Dwayne Wade, and several college baseball teams all use the D2. They say it improves performance under stress, enhances peripheral fields of vision, and accelerates cognitive processing.
Now, your Storm Team 12 24-hour forecast.
Cloudy, foggy, and wet out there, and we won't see a whole lot of change, although tomorrow may not be as wet. Here's a look at that forecast. As a lot of us will be getting back to school across North Georgia tomorrow, it'll be a cloudy, foggy, and wet start with a few mainly afternoon showers and storms. Tomorrow highs back into the 80s.